What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Bryan, and I'm a local real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area, and I make videos on what it's like to live in the Tampa Bay area. So every Monday I drop a video with what's going on in the real estate market over the previous week. So let's do that. Spoiler alert, everything is up from last week except for one category, but I'm going to break it all down anyway because I got a thumbs down on my last week's video, and I can only assume it was because I didn't break it down because everything was down due to the hurricane. So let's dive on into this. For single family homes in Hillsborough County, there were 347 new listings. Obviously that was up from last week. There were 13 below $250,000. 220 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 101 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and 17 were above $1 million. There were 650 price reductions. That was up from last week as well. 24 of those were under $250,000. 397 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 191 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 41 above $1 million. There were 368 homes that sold last week. 22 of those were under $250,000. 233 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 98 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 21 above $1 million. There were 326 homes that went under contract last week. That was also up from the previous week. 23 of those were under $250,000. 220 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 78 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 11 above $1 million. Across the bridge over in Pinellas County, there were 222 new listings that hit the market. That was up from the previous week. 13 of those were under $250,000. 111 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 77 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and 21 were above $1 million. There were 331 price reductions. That was up from last week. There were 9 below $250,000. 173 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 109 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 41 above $1 million. There were 285 homes that sold last week. That was up from the previous week. There were 16 below $250,000. 148 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 102 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 26 above $1 million. There was 187 homes that went under contract last week. That was up from the previous week. 15 of those were under $250,000. 119 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 45 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 11 above $1 million. So let's head north up into Pasco County. There were 214 new homes that hit the market last week. That was up from the previous week. 28 of those were under $250,000. 137 were between $250,000 and $500,000. There were 50 between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 3 above $1 million. There were 439 price reductions last week. That was up from the previous week. 41 of those were below $250,000. 288 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 111 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 5 above $1 million. There were 269 homes that sold last week. That was up from the previous week. 45 of those were under $250,000. 154 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 72 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 2 above $1 million. The 232 homes went under contract. That was up from the previous week. 45 of those were under $250,000. 141 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 43 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 6 above $1 million. All right, even further north, up in Hernando County, there were 70 new homes that hit the market last week. That was up from the previous week. 6 of those were under $250,000. 57 were between $250,000 and $500,000, and there were 7 between $500,000 and $1 million. There was 168 price reductions. That was up from the previous week. 10 of those were under $250,000. 142 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 13 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 3 above $1 million. There was 84 homes that sold last week. That was up from the previous week. 11 of those were under $250,000. 63 were between $250,000 and $500,000, and there were 13 between $500,000 and $1 million. And there were 62 homes that went under contract. So that was up from the previous week. 9 of those were under $250,000. 49 were between $250,000 and $500,000, and 5 were between $500,000 and $1 million. So as far as like a net inventory, where were we at? In Hillsborough County, we had 347 new listings, 326 went under contract, so inventory went up slightly in Hillsborough County. In Pinellas, there were 222 new homes, 187 went pending, so inventory is up in Pinellas. Pasco County, 214 new, 232 under contract, so inventory in Pasco actually went down on a net number. In Hernando, there were 70 new and 62 under contract, so it went up a little bit as well. So if you like inventory going up, give me a thumbs up. All right, so let's hop over to the condos and townhomes. In Hillsborough County, sorry if you can hear the sandhill cranes in the background. In Hillsborough County, there were 104 new townhomes or condos listed. That was up from the previous week. 33 of those were under $250,000. 57 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 13 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 4 above $1 million. There were 140 price reductions. That was up from the previous week. 34 of those were under $250,000. 91 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 15 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 1 above $1 million. There was 109 that sold. That was up from the previous week. 41 of those were under $250,000. 54 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 11 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 4 above $1 million. There were 92 that went under contract. That was also up from the previous week. 40 of those were under $250,000. 45 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 6 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 3 above $1 million. So over in Pinellas County, there was 130 new last week. That was up from the previous week. 41 were below $250,000. 46 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 34 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 10 above $1 million. There was 149 price reductions. That was also up from the previous week. 46 of those under $250,000. 68 between $250,000 and $500,000. 28 between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 10 above $1 million. There were 129 homes that sold last week. That was up from the previous week. 49 of those were under $250,000. 51 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 28 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 4 above $1 million. There were 122 that went under contract. That was also up from the previous week. 49 of those were under $250,000. 46 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 20 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 9 above $1 million. Up in Pasco County, there were 33 new homes listed. That was up from the previous week, with 10 of those being under 250,000 and 23 between 250 and 500,000. There were 94 price reductions. That was up from the previous week. 8 were under $250,000. 85 were between $250,000 and $500,000, and there was 1 between $500,000 and $1 million. And there were 37 that sold. That was up from the previous week. 15 of those were under $250,000, and 22 were between $250,000 and $500,000. And there were 27 that went under contract. That was down. The only stat that was down. 11 under $250,000 and 16 between $250,000 and $500,000. So inventory for condos and townhomes in Hillsborough, there were 104 new, 92 went under contract, so it's up in Hillsborough. Pinellas, 130 new, 122 under contract, so up in Pinellas. Pasco, 33 new, 27 under contract, so that is up as well. So inventory for townhomes and condos was up on a net basis this past week in all the counties. If you're tracking, interest rates, I pulled the number from Freddie Mac as of Thursday. They release it on Thursdays, like the average, and it was actually down to 6.66%. So let's just round that up to 6.67, so we don't have that whole triple sixes. But that's actually down from 6.7 the previous week. If you follow rates daily, because they obviously change daily, they went up on Friday, and they're expected to probably go up today as well, because the MBS prices are significantly down. So they'll probably go up as well today. But I also noticed that 90.7 of you that watch this are not subscribed. So if you do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it, and just know I love you for it. All right, so that's the numbers for this previous week. If there's anything I can help you with, or if you're thinking about making a move and doing anything in real estate, reach out. I would love to help you, whether it's in the Tampa Bay area or not. I am connected with top agents across the country, so I can make sure you're taken care of. My contact information will be in the description below. Until next video, take care.